Welcome to a nearly empty Universal Studios City Walk. So it's been a little while since we've been here, almost 2 weeks, and a lot has changed. So we're gonna start out on this side of City Walk, walk all the way to the end, and then kind of make our way back a little bit, starting with the newly reopened Universal Studios store. So let's peek inside and see what new merchandise they have. Okay, so here's the entrance only. I think this Trolls World Tour merchandise is new. They also have moved the Oscars inside. They used to be in the other room, and they've set up this really cool retro merch that previously was only to Universal Orlando, but now is here in California, where it deserves because we still have the retro sign. And I'm absolutely getting these socks. So I was the only one in that store, which is kind of crazy. Moving across the street, the Popcornopolis is closed, but Billabong is back open, which is nice. Moving further down, it looks like Ludo Bird is closed, Fossil is open, Francesca's is open, Dodgers Clubhouse is open, Tilly's is open, Hot Topic is back open. Unfortunately, Vivo Italian Kitchen, my favorite, is still closed. Guess is back open, and so is Sephora. It's Sugar at this location is closed, but that's because further down City Walk, a brand new location is open. The Los Angeles Sock Market is closed. Antojitos is open, and this was the first Universal-owned location to reopen here on City Walk. Like Johnny Rockets, though, they have to have all of their seating outside because of new California restrictions which prohibit indoor seating. A look down at City Walk. You can see crowds are a little bit more than they've been in previous visits, but it's still pretty empty. Without the theme park open, there's not much of an incentive for people to come. You can see the base of the giant gorilla statue, King Kong, is the new It's Sugar location. Also at the base of City Loft is the NBC Sports Grill Brew, which not only has a new sign, but has a lot more. But that'll be the last thing we look at today because it has the most that has been done. Coming down further, we can see Bubba Grump Shrimp Company is still open. It was open last time we were here. And here we are at the brand new location, It's Sugar. Okay, there is so much here. So much candy, so much everything. Let's take a look around. The first thing we'll see is just how stocked it is. Last time we were here, we saw it completely empty. But there is so much candy. And what's great is it's very spread out. So there are other people in the store, but I feel safe walking in. So there was some really cool merchandise and candy in there, and I will absolutely be coming back to get those Dunder Mifflin socks. So continuing on, Wasabi Sushi Tempura is still closed. Starbucks and Blazed are still open. Blaze Pizzas moved all of their seating outside to keep up with local regulation. There's a lot more outdoor seating here. So continuing down, we're going to do a circle and then take a look at the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Teas Feast Kitchen. One thing I can say is that they do seem to have put a new coat of paint on it, because the Hard Rock sign that used to be right there was clearly visible just a couple weeks ago, and now it is not. High Fly is still closed. Wetzel's Pretzels is still closed, and so is the Brazilian Steakhouse and Margaritaville. Still open is the Raider Image and the Nike Shoe Palace, as well as Buca di Beppo. Cinnabon is closed, and Havana's Sandal Store, but Lids has newly opened, and Voodoo Donut, of course, has been open this whole time. And here we are. Okay, there's a lot to talk about. They've definitely cleaned up this area a lot. There's this brand new black covering, and that door still seems to be leading to nowhere, so I don't know what's going to be going on with that. One thing we can see is that the raised door on the other side does have a ramp leading up to it, making me think that they will have one on this side as well. Now, with all of this cleaning up that they're doing around the building, my guess is that they're ready to remove some of these walls and focus the attention on inside. One thing that's a little interesting is they've covered this entrance with grass and with landscaping. So maybe this won't be the entrance anymore? But for those of you who don't know, this is going to be the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen. The Toothsome Chocolate Emporium does exist at Universal Studios Orlando, but the Savory Feast Kitchen is the addition that's being added here in Hollywood and is going to have a wider range of food beyond just desserts. Here's another look at Hogwarts Castle behind the It's Sugar location that we were just at. Okay, let's go check out the NBC Sports Grill Brew. But instead of walking down there, we're going to take a shortcut. So here we can see some work painting the doors and that brand new sign that was added. So this is it, the NBC Sports Grill Brew. And now, for the first time, we're going to take a look at the interior, which looks basically finished. There's this big central bar area with a mini Jumbotron hanging from the ceiling, some tables all around, and the TVs are going. They've been going for a couple weeks now. You can see the kitchen in the back and this beautiful space, hanging lights and everything. I love seeing in the back the history of the NBC logos, which is pretty neat. So at the end, you might see 2015 NBC Sports Grill Brew and 2020 NBC Sports Grill Brew. Those are the years that the two NBC Sports Grill Brews opened, the first in Orlando, and then in 2020, the one right here in Hollywood. I would not be surprised if this opened within a month or two. It looks basically ready. Here is another view from the front with that beautiful new sign. I am so excited for this to open. So with this last look, that concludes this week's update on City Walk. I'm sorry I've been away for a couple weeks, but starting now, I will be back in full force doing construction updates every week. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.